quiet, eerie, and a little too close to home. The last warning came through everyone's phones at the same time. It wasn't an alert in the usual screaming red. No sirens, no instructions to evacuate, just a single sentence, calm and almost polite. This is not a drill. Please stay where you are. Across the United States, people paused. Coffee mugs hovered mid-air. Cars rolled to a stop at green lights. In a diner outside Wichita, a waitress laughed and said, "Figures," before the power flickered out. No one knew what the end would look like. For years, they'd been promised drama, fire, flood, mushroom clouds, angels with trumpets. Instead, it started with silence. Satellites began going dark one by one, like stars pulled from the sky. GPS failed. Planes landed wherever they could, pilots flying by instinct and luck. The internet didn't crash, it simply thinned, data dripping away until messages arrived minutes late, then hours. On a beach in California, the Pacific receded farther than it ever should have. Children ran after the water, parents shouting in confusion, their voices stolen by the wind. In New York City, skyscraper lights won out floor by floor, Manhattan dimming like a bedside lamp before sleep. Scientists tried to explain it, something about a shift, planetary, cosmic, inevitable. A word kept appearing in leaked reports: alignment. Earth, they said, was stepping out of place. In a Kansas farmhouse, an old man named Henry sat on his porch with his radio. He'd lived through wars, recessions, and pandemics. When static replaced the last broadcast, he nodded as if this confirmed something he'd always known. "It ends quieter than it begins," he muttered. Wildlife knew before humans did. Birds flew in strange, synchronized patterns. Dogs refused to stop staring at the sky. Along the Mississippi River, the water slowed, then reversed, dragging debris upstream as though the land itself had taken a breath and changed its mind. By nightfall, the stars rearranged. Constellations twisted into unfamiliar shapes, cold and precise. Every person who looked up felt the same pressure behind their eyes, not pain, but understanding, the realization that the rules they'd lived under were provisional, temporary. There was no explosion, no final scream. The ground trembled gently, like a train passing miles away. Buildings stood, but meaning slipped from them. Borders dissolved, not on maps, but in minds. Time began to stretch. Memories blurred. In the final moments, Americans did what they always had. Some prayed, some filmed, some held hands with strangers on quiet streets. Families sat together on rooftops. Soldiers lowered their weapons. Enemies stopped arguing. And then, without darkness or light, the world let go of what it had been. The United States vanished, not in fire, but in forgetting, becoming a story the universe no longer needed to tell.